Hello everybody. Today we're going to learn how to create a program on a TI calculator that will convert between the different units of pressure: atmospheres, millimeters of mercury, and kilopascals, kPa. So I've named this program pressure, and when you use it, you're going to be presented with a menu of three different things: atmospheres, millimeters of mercury, and kPa, kilopascals. When you choose one of these, you're going to be prompted for a letter. Unlike the temperature video, these letters are kind of random, and the reason is because I wasn't able to create a prompt with multiple letters. I'm not sure how to prompt ATM. And so instead, we're going to prompt P for pressure. And to test to see if this program works, we're going to set it equal to 1. When the pressure is 1 atmosphere, we should have 760 millimeters of mercury and 101.3 kilopascals. And we do. The program works. So let's see how we write it. Those of you who watched the temperature video are going to find this very similar. The first thing we're going to do is clear home. This should read clear home. So I'm going to delete this, go to program, go to IO, and clear home. Then I'm opening up a menu called pressure unit, and that menu contains four items: atmosphere, millimeters of mercury, kilopascals, and quit, labeled A, B, C, and D respectively. If you select ATM, it will take you to label A, since ATM is labeled A, and it will prompt you for P, which, as I previously said, is pressure. Once you give it that pressure, it will perform these two equations, saving for millimeters of mercury and kilopascals. And then it will go to label E, which we'll talk about in a minute. If you selected millimeters of mercury, you selected label B, and so the program is going to jump down here and prompt you for what I called M for millimeters of mercury. Once you give it M, it will perform these two different equations and then save atmospheres and kilopascals and go to label E. If at the beginning you selected kilopascals, it will go here and prompt you for K for kilopascals. And then again, it will perform these two equations here to save atmospheres and millimeters of mercury. And then go to label E. All three of those previous prompts eventually lead to label E, which is here. Label E then tells your calculator to clear home, delete everything on the screen, and display P, atmospheres, M, millimeters of mercury, and K, kilopascals. And we want to output on line 1, position 1, the phrase ATM for atmospheres. On line 2, position 1, we're going to output millimeters of mercury. And then finally on line 3, position 1, we're going to output kilopascals. Then the program will stop. If at the beginning you chose quit, you'll be taken to label D, where the screen will be deleted and the program will stop. So again, let's see how this runs. I'll select millimeters of mercury, plug in 760. We should get 101 kilopascals and 1 atmosphere. We do, and if you see here on line 1, position 1, we see ATM and the answer in atmospheres. On line 2, position 1, we see millimeters of mercury and the answer in millimeters of mercury. Finally, on line 3, position 1, we display kPa and the answer for kPa. Then the program stops, we see done, and we're done. Thank you very much. I hope this video was informative, and I'll see you next time.